Okay, y'all, got back from El Paso last night, and I got up this morning and checked my phone where they show us if our run is running, what trailers we have, and Rockport was not there. So after a couple other changes, they figured out I'm going to go back out west. This time we're going to Stanton, Texas. So let's go see what we can get into halfway to El Paso and back. Let's go. Okay, like I said before, we're going to Stanton, Texas today, do a meet. So I got to thinking about some what I'd like to show you about Texas. Was 300 miles out and 300 miles back to Stanton. It's all in Texas. And so I wanted to show you the differences in some of the rest areas. I stopped in this one here. It's one of the older ones. I'm almost to Abilene. So I thought I'd show you what one of the older rest areas looks like. They have picnic areas too, and the only difference between these older rest areas and the picnic areas are the rest areas actually have a building with some restrooms in them. The rest of them are just picnic tables, and we'll take a look at some of that too. So let's go look, see what an old rest area looks like in Texas. Yeah, so that's one of the older rest areas here in Texas. I'm not sure when this one was built. I thought there might be a plaque in there or something. Couldn't find anything, but it's probably 50s or 60s, somewhere in there. So we're bumping the tires and we're going to move on and get out there to Stanton. And a little while later on the way back, we'll stop in one of the newer rest areas and show you what the differences are. So let's go on to Stanton. Let's go. Okay, we made it to Stanton, Texas. About 20 miles east of Midlands, where we do all our meets and swaps. And we're not the only one. It's a very popular place in between El Paso for these companies to swap out. Here's a little look at who all is here. Yeah, so that's what we do out here at Stanton. Now I'll go finish taking up my 30-minute break, and I'll get on back to Dallas. I got a set of empties going back to Dallas. So see you on the way. Remember, we're going to stop at that rest area, the new rest area on the way back. See you then. Okay, we saw the old rest area that's 30, 40 years old. Now we're stopping here in Eastland County around Ranger, Texas, just before Ranger Hill, going eastbound. So let's take a look around this rest area and see what the differences are. This one's a little bit newer. Lots of difference in the rest areas, the old and the new here in Texas. They vary a little bit from place to place. The newer ones, there's even some newer ones that are bigger and nicer. But tell me what it's like where you're at, what state you're from, what part of the world you come from, what the rest areas look like where you got to go through. So we're going to bump the tires and we're going to make it on into Dallas. We'll see you next time.